Hi everybody, I'm Ray.
I'm Atou.
Is that a persimmon I see?
Or tomato.
We'll find out once we get in there eventually. Oh, hey, it's tornado time! Hooray! Also, this place is called Cloudy Park. Now that makes sense. I didn't think about that. So, what was this about some Splatfest or whatever? Gourmet Race is a stage theme! I didn't know it actually ever happened. I thought it was minigames only. So, Atou, what's this about a Splatfest recently?
Yep, I've been keeping up with Splatoon 2, keeping up with the Splatfest, so on and so forth. And something happened recently that...
Windy.
Okay, why not? Yeah, so a recent Splatfest thing came on that made it to where Nice Night is no longer my most favorite of the two.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I am now solely in the camp of Punk Princess.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's because of a little exchange that happened. An exchange is like, oh my god, wow, I can't believe I just saw what I saw. Like, has there been some kind of character development that I am just not aware of that happened?
Well, if you haven't played the DLC yet, there might have been something in there.
Ah, well, you have played it, right?
Yeah, so
okay, well, let me tell you about the exchange that went down since you obviously have not seen it.
Yeah.
And, oh, okay, I got more, like, maneuverability with,
Yeah, that's Ku's thing. You can fly in the air really good, and against strong current. We
right,
had to do that.
It was just kind of odd that, like, you know, really early into the stage. What?
Does it do that? Does it have that same little speckle effect when you do suck in? Try inhaling. Okay, it did. I didn't realize that. I just noticed the speckle now. Okay, in Smash 64, the little half-black, half-white sprite is the same sprite they use for the dust effect in Smash 64. Only in that game, and I just noticed it here. Anywho, I'm sorry.
So, they're having their little exchange like they always do whenever they represent a side and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This Splatfest is between the tortoise and the hare. And, like, I'll use their English names. Pearl was being all like, oh yeah, the hare's gonna win. Because, you know, the hare learned from her mistake last time. You know, she's in it to win it now. Rematch. History was made to be rewritten. Yeah. And, Marina is all like, don't you know that history just repeats itself?
That's only if you let it!
So, like, you know, I was liking what Pearl was saying right here. You know, history was made to be rewritten. Like, a really, really roundabout way of saying, you know, those who learn from the past.
Touch those clouds over there. Ah. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Here. There you go. I didn't think you were going to get hurt from that guy. He jumped down really fast. Alright, so, made to be rewritten.
Right. Okay, and, then Marina's is all like, oh, come on, Pearl, it's destiny for the tortoise to beat the hare. You can't fight destiny. And, like, Pearl says, like, that sounds just like you, Rena. You know, destined for failure. And Marina says in response to Pearl, oh, that sounds just like you, Pearly. Starved for attention, yet full of yourself.
Well, it's true. Just look at her.
And you know what Pearl said to that?
Bitch! What'd you say?
Touche! To which I was like, wait, what?
Damn.
And that was actually Marina's exact response. Wait, what? And then, Pearl was all like, yeah, so go on to the Splatfest to sign up and stuff. Then Marina's like, wait, Pearl, did you just say? It's like, you know, looking forward to everyone's participation in the Splatfest and blah, blah, blah.
Doth thou just concedeth defeated? Yes, but in less fancy words.
It was just, yeah. I really loved all of that.
I just thought of, like, the best follow-up to that, too. Like, wait, what? Yeah, that's right. I'm standing up and being the better squid. Oh, wait, but you can't do that, Octoling. I just really go at it even more than is needed.
I see. Well, the exchange was great, and that is like the sickest burn I've ever heard. Like, you know, just like starved for attention, yet full of yourself. It was like, you know, god damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, but it's just just Pearl's response
Yeah,
to that.
she's taking it. It's like, yeah,
It's just,
owning it.
Like, I totally did not see that response from her, like, just at all. And, seeing her act that way, it just kind of, like, made me go, at what point did she get so mature? I was like, it's rare that, like, I see the situation of, like, you can dish it, but can you take it? And she took it like a champ.
Now I'm wondering, was there ever a time that she was directly insulted before and she was just like, Because, I mean, I'm trying to think of that, and I can't think of that, actually. Of, like, hey, did Marina ever directly, like, yeah, well, you're short stacking, you're terrible at singing, or something stupid. Oh, wait, I forgot, don't eat those guys.
Just like, I've seen Pearl get mad and grumble and stuff like that. Like, she always seemed the, like, emotionally prissy type. Because, she's the punk princess.
Yeah.
But it's just... Yeah, just to see her cool reaction to that scene was just like, did I just see Pearly grow up before my eyes? And Marina be flabbergasted over this situation?
Whoa, that's a death floor. And there's mummy men here. Aren't those supposed to be New Game Plus, Kirby? I'm in trouble. Help! I can't stop it! And then they explode and you get like 64 plus hit to your score meter. I'm sorry, I'm referencing Star Fox 64.
Like let's go higher. Oh, hey, look, there's a bottom limit.
What? Are we supposed to be falling? Oh, we may have just missed something important. I thought there was a death floor.
Why'd you go through the door?
Oh, sorry.
No, really, why'd you go through the door? I could have flew back.
I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. I was just like, let's move on with the level. Hooray, we're moving on. Why can't I do the thing? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I can't block. I forgot. I tried to block.
Invincible during that, huh?
Yeah. I should have done a slide kick. Or I could have just let you handle this. Actually, you technically already were. I was just kind of floundering down there.
But yeah, it's just like, I was already liking Pearl, like the personality that she developed in the U.S. And everything they did was just kept making Marina look more and more childish and immature than you would think. Especially with the way she lost her cool after like 3 losses in a row.
Hello. Ah, that's the trick. Good job, you got Ku for the whole stage. Which feels weird because it feels obvious when it's like, yeah, no, I'm not going through this without the bird. The bird makes it easy to not die from wind pushing. Oh, looks like we're doing... Whoa, it's a Yeti man. Well, be very careful. Because you got nothing much to work with here, and you have a thing that you need to be above everybody to hurt with.
Yeah. Yeah, those, do you remember those Splatfests?
Hold on, I have an idea here. Okay, get back down and start eating me!
Okay.
So then you can get health back.
Yeah. Yeah, but you remember those Splatfests where, like, Marina lost, like, 3 in a row, and she's like, oh, shut up, Pearl.
I was told that, and they were both shocked, especially Marina, that she said that. It was like, oh, that's funny.
Like, she lost her cool at 3, and yet here we have Pearl, who's losing, like, 7 in a row. And, like, she's never lost her cool like that.
That's because she actually is mature. From what I've heard, she's actually, like, 20, despite her size. Like, she's a really short, like, 20-year-old. I forget if it was 20 or, like, higher, like 23 or something.
She's an idol sensation that's 20?
More so than that, she's an adult. She is a very small adult.
I find that hard to believe.
I did too.
Yeah, I believe they're all kids, because it's either Squid or Kid.
Oh, it was one of those New Year's thing, the mochi with the orange on top. And we had to get the orange on top.
Well, I thought those were persimmons.
Then I guess... Is it?
Yeah,
Then I guess I was right that this is a persimmon. Hooray! Also, this technically lied. It said the friend we were helping was an orange-colored leaf head thing. We found the leaf head thing, which means we're helping a big mochi tower. Anyway, I don't get what this thing means in Japan. Other than it looks cool.
Interesting. No drop-off whenever I'm moving.
Really?
Yeah, I don't need to be typing flap in order to not drop. But if I'm ever not moving, then I'll just sink. Kirby's so heavy.
Cool.
Should have summoned you.
No. Oh. No. Come on, Q. Flap is extra. Cheat. Alright, what's the next one? It's Rick's girlfriend.
Huh.
What's the name of the pink hamster from Hamtaro? There is none, is there? I'm assuming a lot on that one.
There is no pink hamster.
Alright, well, let's just go find Rick, his friend, Bijou. What, is that her name, Bijou or something? His name is supposed to be French, I remember that. Look, I watched an entire PB&T playthrough of that Hamtaro game on the Game Boy Advance. I forget the name, but it had like 2 original hamster characters before the plot. It was Ham Heartbreak, that's what it was. Hamtaro and Ham Heartbreak, aw. And it was a whole story where Hamster Man and Girl Hamster have to be friends with the whole plot and do these things together.
I find it... well, okay, no, I actually watched the Hamtaro show.
Yes, I know.
When it came out.
Oops. Are these supposed to be trees or mountains? They're really weird.
Something I kind of found funny that the show did, it kind of makes me wonder if, like, was that like a dub joke, or was that actually there in the original? And that was, well, you know, a Hamtaro was with a group of hamsters, yes?
Okay.
And those were all, like, people-owned hamsters. And when the owners were away, the hamsters were at play, that kind of thing. And, like, all those owners went to the same school. And eventually, all of the owners became friends themselves. They would have, like, their own side story thing.
What a beautiful coincidence for the writing!
One of them said something to that amount, and it was just like, wow, are hamsters the most popular pet ever nowadays? Just because it seemed like such a big, huge coincidence that, like, you know, just like everybody in her class had a pet hamster.
Yeah, looks like we don't need to do that project where somebody takes the hamster home and then they trade students that take the hamster home. We already know they have responsibility learnt. How did I get him? I, like, jumped up and hit him during his fire breath.
Hamtaro's human's name was Laura, right?
I have no idea. You're the one that watched the show.
I thought you watched a playthrough of it.
They don't bring up the people. It's all about the hamsters in the games.
Oh, Hamtaro never has to, like, scurry on home
No.
for night or anything?
You go through all this weird Hamsterline Paradise bullshit. I don't fucking know what it's about. I mean, I did myself wonder... Okay, I did myself wonder, thinking, hey, during their owners, I guess they don't use them in the game because it's like, there's no point. It's more about the hamsters for the plot reasons. Which is, you know, kind of weird to see in an anime video game. I'm not sure what to call it in this case like that. And oh right, we need Rick. I'll man the helm of trying not to kill with him, and by that I mean not dying in a hole.
Wouldn't the easiest thing to do be to, like, let me go forward and then...
You know what? I'm just gonna not say anything. Wait, but what if it spawns me over a pit? Wait, it always puts me on top of you, yes?
Yeah?
Okay. You fool! Restart! Fuck. Oh man, there was more guttural than a minute to sound, but that was perfect. Like, I wasn't mad, I was more shocked. But I don't know if I was more shocked at you or being wrong or the Rick falling immediately and not being able to save him because his hitbox is too fucking fat. You saw me, I went to the right trying to jump off the wall and he immediately died as soon as I touched the wall. Holy shit. Come on, Rick, get your shit together. Can't you not fall in a pit for once? You giant fat hamster. Okay, well at least it's easy to speed back there, I think, maybe. You can get the Max of Tomato again and I can respawn for no reason. And this time I know not to trust the screen scroll safety. You know what? I'm safe. I don't even need to fly. Ow. Well, I can take that hit for you. Not like it matters. Oh wait, it does matters. Because you can eat me or something, I don't know. Oh, we got back so quickly, that's great. Oh, that was a good laughing fit. So, were you in with the Splatoon story? I don't think I was paying attention enough to if we were actually doing that.
No, I think I got done explaining, like, how it is that Punk Princess became the princess of my heart.
Alright. Okay, I thought I was about to die there. Hold on, I'm going to test something here. Wait. Alright, I want to make sure the floor didn't fall. So, in my recent exploits, I had to defrost my mini fridge at home because I thought, you know what? I really should get on that because I already read a story of, like, the problem with having a mini fridge and having to defrost it is that you're never gonna be home. No! Fuck! I went way further than I wanted to. Shit. I didn't want to jump that far. What are you doing? Restart! Oh, this is such a Rick section. You have to jump off all the enemies. I see what you're doing. Oh my god, this is... I know I've said this before, but this is actually the worst stage in terms of, like, no, you have to know how to use the friend. Which is actually kind of cool, because then you have to learn. Because there's no way to clear this without using Rick's wall jumping. Man, there really is no... Oh wait, you can do run jumps with him, I forgot. That's what got me killed back there. I didn't want to run jump, but it was still carrying my momentum. Either way, defrost fridge, what was the joke thing that was, I believe, to be very true? What was it saying?
You'll never be home or something like that?
Yeah, when your fridge fails, you will never be home for that. You will not be home when your fridge fails. That is a more than guaranteed thing. And I thought, yeah, probably. And then, if you haven't defrosted your fridge, then you got a whole big problem. A flooded floor. Because of all the ice you didn't take care of. And I was more than due for it because... You know how a mini fridge... What?
I can tell if she's sad or angry.
She's sad. They're all sad. When they're sad and shivery, they're like, oh, I'm so lonely and shaky. Ooh, boo, boo, goo. Also, that stage is a lot shorter than I expected it to be. Like, wow. We could probably, like, zoom through that. And now that we've seen the stage, we don't need it on camera. Is that a Tetris? Or is it Proto-Chibi Robo, except he's, like, flat and pink? So, should I just, like, let you try to solo handle this? Or should I try doing the jumps with the Rick?
Let me try the Rick.
Okay. I was gonna say, because if you were gonna say yes, I was gonna say, guys, I'm not practiced with them, but there's not been many good places to use the Rick abilities. It's been a very aerial game until the stage where they're like, no! No! Use them! Use Rick now! Oh, jeez. So, yeah, I spent like a whole day defrosting my fridge. And it was very, very tedious.
What's that like?
Well, have to turn off the fridge and plug it, whatever. Leave the door open. I figured, this is completely frozen solid. Like, there's a shelf thing, ice all the way, completely full. Except for, like, maybe a front corner, but that was only at the front. So, basically completely full of ice. It would be cool if I could pull that in one big chunk, but then I would have, like, died or something. Don't ask me why. Wait, shouldn't you get the Maxim tomato?
It's fine.
Alright, as long as you don't get hit ever. Just jump on enemies with Rick. He can do it. But yeah, had to get a hammer and a screwdriver so I could, like, chip away at it. But I got, like, a boiling pitcher of water to set in there to let it... And then I closed the door to let it, like, steam it up nice and good, you know? Steam it up nice and good and get the ice melty. So then it would be softer so I could chip it away. And I worked on that, like, early in the day, and then I had to come back to it later because I got a bit tired of it. Because I already had to do some yard work at the house for my folks. Because I live there. That's right, I'm saying it. Shit happens. Whoa, was that a broom guy? I didn't remember seeing that enemy before. It reminded me of, like, a snow runt. Those guys that look like they're wearing a little blanket coat and they're cold all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But they're an ice type, so are they cold? Are they? You know, this is actually really good. I didn't think about the combo of Rake and Boomerang to perfect defense. Ah, jeez. Don't try to overcorrect too much. That's the leading problem of these kinds of situations. Is he slidier than Kirby is?
Yep.
Alright. So, can you hold the jump button when you land on an enemy? And it will make you automatically jump higher. Is it like Mario?
Yes!
Yay! I'm glad I even asked.
Glad that worked out.
Either way, I basically had to spend all day chipping away at the inside of the freezer thing and letting it melt a bit. And then I realized I had a bigger problem that I already knew about if I was going to try to defrost it normally. There's a drawer shelf under the freezer itself that was frozen in, which is what first made me think I should really defrost this now, because I couldn't pull the drawer out anymore. Like, the ice had frozen downward in terms of buildup. And that was going to start filling with water and would become its own horrible problem if I didn't fix the problem of, you know, defrosting it and getting the ice out of there. And needless to say, it kind of did. Because by the time I finally got all of the ice out of there to get the drawer free at the very least, it was almost to the top with water, and it was full of giant ice chunks. So I had to figure out how to get that out of there through my room, past all my sensitive electronics and carpeted floor, and into the bathroom. Thankfully it's close to my room, but you should have seen me. I was as slow and as steady as I could possibly be, holding this extremely heavy, water-filled, ice-filled drawer from the front, not the sides, because I felt like I'm gonna drop it if I tried to do that. Because that's at least a couple of seconds of me not holding it from the front, and that's gonna be imbalanced. And I somehow did it without spilling a drop, until I got to that sink. Because then I spilled it into the sink. Oh no, you have to make a big jump across this enemy, don't you? I wasn't paying...
I didn't have to do to the other one.
No, because, like, there's not a platform under him, is there?
You don't know.
Okay, there is, so you can't take an easy route. You just might make it easier. Oh! Running, jump! The thing I'm worried about is the enemy up there that you can't do anything about.
Right.
How far does the boomerang go?
Not that far.
So you're gonna try to do a running jump bounce?
Yep. Okay, looks like I'm doing this.
You can time it. Well, you can time it better. He's gone! Good job on this, by the way. I bet this is very helpful to help you, so you can focus without me being here in the way.
Oh.
Not another one. Oh!
Ah!
I thought you were gonna get higher first before you did the jump. My turn?
Oh, okay, if you want to give it a try. Well, darn. I was about to say, so this is like the second time I've ricked through a puzzle for us, huh?
Yeah. What was the other one that we had to do Rick with?
Something with a broom.
Huh.
Speaking of cleaning.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. I would say cleaning, more like defrosting. It's not dirty, it's just troublesome.
Yeah, remember that time we had to dust the soot from a fire flower?
Oh, yeah. Right, that guy.
If it's even a living thing.
I should say those guys, because it's like 8 flowers, right?
It was like, avoid... What is it? It was like, yeah, dust the flowers and avoid crushing them. Of course, we didn't know if we could crush them after dusting them.
We didn't want to see...
Yeah, we didn't want to try because of how long it took to even get there.
Damn it! Okay, I should just stay low when they jump. They're gonna miss. So, to end off the whole story, you want to know what happened right at the very end of being done with most of the problem?
What?
So I'm thinking, hey, I need to put this back in here so I can turn the fridge back on eventually. So I'm wiping down the drawer so it's not covered in water that's gonna get frozen over, and I get a sliver. I get a fucking sliver right after all this bullshit I'm doing. I got a plastic sliver splinter, basically. A plastic sliver from the drawer I wouldn't have known was cracked in my thumb. Like in the top part of my thumb. I was like, ah, fuck! I'm like, okay, did I just break the drawer or did I catch something? So I'm thinking, okay, so it seems I may have just sliced myself there. And then unfortunately I wasn't sliced because I wasn't bleeding. So I had to deal with a sliver for 2 fucking days. Well, a night and a day. By the end of the day after having it, I was like, okay, I'm getting this thing out now. There's been too much busy shit today that I had to, like, take care of, like, garbage and everything else and just other stuff. And yeah, I just had to get some tweezers and just keep pushing until I got that fucker out of there, and I have never felt better since getting rid of that. But that was very annoying. I already would put in a hard days of work doing the, like, yard work and cleaning out my damn fridge so I could use it properly again. So it wouldn't be a problem later when I have a flooded floor when I'm not home. And then I get a fucking sliver, I'm like, ah, great! Well worth the effort. Punishment is my rewards. But yeah, that was a hell of a day 2 days before. The only thing I had nice to work with between is, like, the Gungeon update that came out and playing Undernight In-Birth latest. And those characters are cool. Those characters are real cool on there. Also, there's a really neat thing that game has that the other one didn't. You know what that is?
What?
An actual story mode.
The one I played had a story mode.
There's a Chronicle mode that's gonna be like BlazBlue in terms of actually telling you backstory about everything and setup. Instead of, oh yeah, there's like these creatures and they're called like the Void and there's these black things and like, you're talking about stuff, like I played Hyde's story first in the original version and I was like, I don't know anything they're talking about, so I don't know what's special about this guy. Other than he has the power of the Void Sword. That is his sword, please. Damn it! I was trying to run! But a whole bunch of bullshit like that.
Unfortunately, it's not as cool as anime bullshit, huh?
I mean, that is anime bullshit they got in there. Look, if they look like they're designed like an anime-type character and they can do crazy weird magic that makes no sense on the physical spectrum, like dashing at sonic speed without even touching the floor and changing direction, yeah, that's anime bullshit. Shooting giant punch lasers out of your sword, yeah, that's anime bullshit. Oh, okay, it's like, what happened there? Either way, I'm gonna try to super concentrate, and I'm gonna cut to that part of the episode. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, fine.
Just kidding there with Rick. Alright. We'll see you there in the next episode. No, I'm kidding. I'm glad I caught that. I was like, I'm not gonna make this jump unless I get a frame perfect bounce. Thankfully, I did some fucking hell.
Why?
Because I panicked. Hold on, I have an idea here. You know, I just realized his feet don't exist till he starts walking. That's kind of cute. Okay. I needed enough room to make sure I could do that.
I feel like I remember this thing going, hey, Kirby, I'm Australian for some reason.
No, he says that. It was from a Flash animation because of how he sounds in the Kirby cartoon.
Okay, but I was just thinking, oh, hey, the Australian hamster with his boomerang.
Die, damn it! Sorry, I couldn't hit him. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I'm fine. Running jumps are great, aren't they? Oh, fuck. Okay, it was gonna be a problem. Oh, shit.
Say, do you remember, Ging?
Geen from?
Bleach.
That was the snake guy, right? Well, snake-like guy. Like, he had the long sword and he had the snake-like, winced eyes.
Yeah.
Alright, what about him?
You find it funny how in America we call him a snake, but in Japan he's called a fox?
That is weird. He's got more of a fox-like face in terms of, like, looking slightly devious.
The thing is, the closest we have to that, like, in common...
Oh, shit! Okay, that's fine.
Like, American vernacular or something like that, of, like, describing a person like that is a snake.
Ah. Not even sly like a fox?
Don't hear that too often.
Well, that is a phrase in America. Huh, do you think I should make the jump like the long-range jump? Well, I'm gonna hit the wall no matter what. That's what's gonna happen here.
You can always try to go... Oh, okay.
Didn't want to do that. Stop! 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 Fuck! We're gonna leave that in. That was funny. Shit.
Well, isn't this going in from this point on?
I guess so, sure. Uh-oh. Hold on. Is he gone? I just gotta make sure. And you're... No. I wanted to jump. You're in the way, because I can make it now. You have a point. I probably should leave in this part from starting in this room. Okay. I know it was a longer pillar, but fuck you. Fuck you! Get out of the way! How did you do that twice? No! Not this time. Hold on, Kirby's not here. Hooray, I did it! I really had to prove myself for some reason. Hello, Kirby! You really had to prove yourself for some reason! Yay!
Yeah, you did good as his trusty boomerang.
Here, you get jumpies. Also, I should probably turn on my controller before it takes control of that! Alright, what now? Oh no, Atou did it! Well, now we know what happens. It's fine. Well, we'll have to see the next episode in the next time. Wait. That makes sense. I meant to say we'll have to see the next level in the next episode. Next time. Thank you for watching. I'm pointing at nobody. I'm doing this for Atou for some reason.
See you later, everyone.
Hand gestures. Flamboyant hand gestures.